The walk will be a series of invitations and you can choose to interpret them in whatever way you like. So from this moment on, probably walk 50 metres or so and just pay attention to what's in motion. So what are you noticing?
I noticed some little creatures, some little moths, and I noticed that some trees are moving and others aren't.
I was noticing the shadows on the ground and the pattern that makes. So it's just the little things that might seem really insignificant, but help us to become grounded and just appreciate these small moments.
I actually felt nervous walking at such a slow pace, which seems stupid. It took a while to be like, all right, turn the brain off. It's okay to take 2 steps every 30 seconds.
So this isn't about the destination.
Yeah, it's about the journey.
Yeah, a very slow one.
I have to admit, the first time I read about Lucy Van Sambeek's forest bathing, I imagined a clawfoot bathtub set up in the secluded Australian bushland and myself lying back, enjoying a warm, long, peaceful soak. But forest bathing is not like that at all.
In the 1980s, the Japanese had a lot of issues with mental health. So their response was to implement a mental health initiative using nature, the practice of Shinrin-yoku. So when I do a nature therapy walk, I am taking people out on a very slow walk in nature, very mindful walk, helping people de-stress, slow down, and just get back to connecting with the environment around us. I think it's a bit like a yoga practice. We're quite prepared to pay $20 for 3 sessions a week. The benefits of coming on a nature-guided walk is that the benefits can last a month. If you come on a 3-hour walk, then those health and wellbeing benefits last a month.
What are those benefits? When people finish their 3 hours with you, what do they say to you?
But there's lots of studies coming out about the benefits for sleep, depression and anxiety, thinking clearer, more productive at work. And most people can, when they think about being out in nature, they know that it's good for them. It's nice to know that there's this science to back it up, that it's actually changing the makeup in our brain. So if you're a very stressful person or you've been through a lot of trauma, it can be really helpful to rewire your brain so that the sympathetic nervous system is not kicking in so much. Anyway,
We're going to go down this way.
There's this gorgeous little creek which, when I was here last, had no water in it. If you want to, just for a minute, gaze at the water. I often talk about an elder from the Northern Territory whom I met, Miriam Rose Ungamira. She talks about this idea called dadiri, which roughly translates to contemplation. So when Aboriginal people sit on country, they just practice this dadiri, which is just sitting in quiet reflection and not doing anything else but being. And I really love that concept. It's something I've been holding on to for a while. So do you want to do this for a minute?
Let's go.
You can look that way and I'll look this way.
All right.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make you listen to the sounds of nature for the 2.5 minutes we spent staring at a creek. And I'd love to tell you that in that time, I had some sort of epiphany, but I didn't. In between the feeling of mosquitoes having a nibble on my hands, my arms, my knee, I did feel my breathing slow down, my heart rate start to calm, and I did start noticing some of the little things in nature that perhaps I would have walked past before I embarked on my adventure of forest bathing. I'd heard what Lucy had said about the benefits of nature therapy, but I was still dubious, and everyone I had told I was going to do this had also had a bit of an eye roll and questioned whether it would really work or was just another health fad.
I understand where people are coming from, that they might think that this is, just another fad. However, I think that's why it's important for us as guides to have knowledge about the scientific research and what that tells us. Having the science there is good for those skeptics, but in the end, as human beings, we all know about the benefits of being in nature. How often have we done it in the past year?
Yep.
Lucy Van Sambeek is about to head to New Zealand to train nature therapists from the Asia-Pacific region. With doctors in America, Scotland and Germany now all writing prescriptions for time in nature, could this be the next step for forest bathing in Australia? Lucy hopes so, but for now encourages everyone, no matter where you live, coast, country or concrete jungle, to stop and smell the roses.
So as well as, incorporating a nature connection practice into your life, people can start to look at bringing nature into their offices. Even just having a pot plant on your desk gives your eyes a rest from the computer, is bringing oxygen in. So there's lots we can do apart from just coming outside. We need to bring nature into our workplaces as well. I always say it's the forest doing all the work. I'm just providing that opportunity. I'm kind of the one in the middle to let that happen. The forest medicine is here if you want it, and people will interpret that in whatever way they want. I just provide an opportunity to access it.